Hello, digital age Stoics. You found a priceless find. No, I'm not referring to the newest trending video or meme. Rather, I'm talking about you, fellow Stoics. If you've ever found yourself scrolling through social media and lamenting the stresses of the modern world, wondering why you can't just let things go or just want to care a little less concerned with everything than you, my buddy, you're in the proper spot. You see, long before the difficulties of today, a group of wise men known as the Stoics lived by moral precepts that, dare I say it, can teach us how to become experts at not caring too much. Ironic, isn't it, that guidance from old knowledge can... Over the next little while, you'll learn 10 profoundly transformative Stoic principles that are so simple, yet so refreshing, that they may serve as the antidote to the chaos that is 21st century life. And hey, if you want to be the first to learn about more pearls of wisdom like these, go ahead and smack that notification bell. Additionally, subscribe. Now shall we dive in? 1. Control what's within the release and what's without. Imagine this. It's a soggy Tuesday morning, and you've just made the perfect cup of tea. Just as you're about to sip it, your cat knocks it over. You might have become enraged, accusing Whiskers or even the universe of plotting against you. But here's a sobering thought to ponder. Things happen, teases spill, cats are mischievous, but what's within our control is our reactions. Rather than allowing our imaginations to paint a gloomy picture of the day ahead, we can decide to laugh it off and make another cup. The world will keep hurling curveballs. However, we are solely responsible for our reactions. So the next time your Wi-Fi goes down during that important Zoom call or your pizza arrives cold, take a big breath. It's not the cold pizza that bothers us. Rather, it's our interpretation of it. 2. Embrace the present moment. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "Do not let the future disturb you. You will arrive there if you nurture your present." It's the 21st century. We have constant notifications. Our minds are racing faster than the speed of the internet, and yet, we frequently forget to enjoy the moment. Remember the times you used to daydream about tomorrow's chores or the family feasts, when your mind would wander to regrets from the past. 6. Seek growth in adversity. Who hasn't faced difficulty? Consider challenges as life's personal workout sessions for your soul when obstacles arise rather than asking, "Why me?" Seneca once said that difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Perhaps it's that awful boss, the never-ending pile of bills, or the metro that is always late. Think about what this is teaching me. Every hardship has the capacity to teach us something and help us grow. It's simply a matter of perspective. Bring it on, Stoics would likely exclaim if they were still around today. 7. Cultivate inner riches. It's simple to mistake contentment for material possessions in this era of lavish Instagram feeds and continual displays of wealth. Yet Seneca once said that the poor man is not one who has too little, but rather one who is insatiably hungry. The contentment of the soul and the abundance of experiences are the actual markers of prosperity, not the newest technology or high-end brands. The memory treasure. The Stoics serve as a reminder that, although enjoying life's little pleasures is acceptable, one shouldn't let them control them because, in the end, what matters most are the stories we've told and the things we've acquired. 8. Understand and accept fate. Now, I'm not advocating that you accept everything at face value, but as Epictetus said, you should wish for things to happen rather than demanding that they occur as you would like them to. Life, in all its complexity, is a combination of human efforts and the plans of the cosmos. Even when we try our hardest, sometimes things don't work out the way we had hoped. However, Stoicism encourages us to accept the situation as it is, as the most fascinating stories can come from the most unexpected angles. 9. Be of service to others. Because Seneca reminds us that we are all connected to one another in a partnership, we live in a world that is brimming with chances to make a difference. Stoicism is about community upliftment rather than just personal enlightenment. By helping others, we not only improve their lives but also give our own more meaning. Whether it's lending a helping hand to a neighbor, volunteering, or just being there for a friend, every act of kindness reverberates throughout the universe. Keep in mind that this is about elevating others along the way, rather than just thriving solo. The Stoics remind us that today is a gift, so let's not waste it. Being in the moment instead of worrying about the past or the future means living life to the fullest and savoring each meal. Feeling the breeze on your face and listening to your pals. Let go of your regrets from yesterday and your worries for tomorrow. In the large picture of life, our happiness is made up of the little moments that are pieced together. 3. Accept change as nature's course ever. Observed how the seasons change so naturally. The frost of winter melts to reveal the beauty of spring, but when faced with life's changes, a job shift, a breakup, or a move we resist, as Epictetus eloquently stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that counts. Life is ever-changing, as fluid as the river Thames, and resisting the current is tiring. Instead, freedom lies in embracing it. Just as Rome wasn't built in a day, you too are a work of art in progress. Every adjustment, twist, and turn adds a distinctive burst. 4. Detach from external validation. In today's world, we've become dependent on outside validation with every like, share, and comment. However, take into consideration this insight from Epictetus. Man is more concerned with his imagined worries about genuine problems than actual difficulties. When your post doesn't receive the expected amount of traction, or someone sends you a nasty comment in your direct message, remember that your value is determined by your own actions, values, and character, rather than by the opinions of others. It's odd that we allow little icons on a screen to control our emotions. Stoicism encourages us to find validation from within. 5. Acknowledge the inherent cycles of life. Whether it's a beloved sweatshirt, a priceless memory, or a loved one, loss hurts. But as Marcus Aurelius said, loss is nothing more than change, and change is nature's joy in the enormous ecosystem of existence. Just as trees lose their leaves only to grow new ones, so too do lives have endings and beginnings, each of which shapes us rather than holding on to the past. Stoicism calls us to live fully, love passionately, and let go gracefully, since every sunset eventually gives way to a sunrise. It helps us to recognize the transience of life. 10. Reflect, review, and realign. Although the busy world rarely gives us time to stop and reflect, Marcus Aurelius observed that the quality of one's thoughts determines one's level of happiness in life. Regular introspection serves as our soul's mirror. Taking a minute to reflect allows us to recognize our tendencies, readjust our courses, and update our viewpoints. Think of it as a routine upgrade for your life. Reflect on what you have done. Acknowledge little victories and learn from mistakes, since self-awareness paves the way to true happiness and tranquility. These 10 principles aren't about being cold or heartless. Rather, they're about building resilience, living in the moment, and leading a meaningful life. So, my lovely virtual friends, let's wrap up our insightful journey. Through the hallowed halls of Stoicism, I can't help but think about how these ancient truths seem to fit so perfectly into our hectic modern existence. It just goes to show that some truths are truly timeless, isn't that right? Now I've got a cheeky little challenge for you all. Please share which of these Stoic gems you think best describes your life. Wisdom strike a chord, or was it Marcus Aurelius, who seemed to be your newfound confidant? Let's start this discussion so that we may all benefit from one another. But before you go out into the world with your newly acquired Stoic wisdom, stop a moment. Just so we can continue this dance of wisdom sharing and growth. Life is a journey sprinkled with challenges and surprises, but with the right mindset, please consider subscribing, giving this video a big thumbs up, and ringing that notification bell. If you found even a tiny bit of value today, a hint of enlightenment, or simply enjoyed our time together,